So this is a Bailey Unicorn Madrid, just going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. Front of the van you've got your jockey wheel, hitch and handbrake. We'll demonstrate these in person here on site, and we'll also walk you through the ATC. On the side of the caravan, on either side at the front, you've got your wind down legs for stabilising the caravan. You'd only put these legs down when you're stabilising the van on site. You'd never lift the caravan with the legs that could potentially damage the floor of the caravan. You've then got your water pump connection on the side of the van, which you push into place, and you can lock the cap down to lock it into position. To release it, you'll simply pull it out or push it into the side of the caravan. The pump itself actually drops down inside the aqua roll, and then I'll show you how to fill the water system once we go inside the van. Then you've got your heating and hot water flue, which you leave open. You never cover this up at all, and that works very much the same as the flue on the side of your house. In the locker on the side of the van, you'll find your gas bottle with gas regulator on the bulkhead. On top of the bottle, you'll actually find an on-off valve. So gas open is essentially on, and gas closed is gas off. And the pipe work that goes into the top of the bottle is actually a reverse thread fitment. So you need to turn it the opposite way to a Coke bottle, for instance, to release the fitment. Motor mover and wheel nuts. We'll actually torque the wheel nuts before the caravan leaves site, and we'll demonstrate the motor mover to show you operating fully before you take the caravan away. Two fridge vents are there to allow hot air out the back of the fridge unit and to take some cool air in. Behind one of these you'll also find a gas flue for when you're running the fridge on gas. And then below that you have your mains power connection, which you push into place, and then you turn the power on the side socket itself. Down the bottom below that you've got your two grey waste pipes. Two grey waste pipes are very simply there to allow the waste water out of the caravan, so the fresh water that goes in the front of the van just there will come out the side of the van and down inside your waste tank. In the back of the caravan, if you open up this tank here, you'll find the flush tank for the toilet system. So you put 3.5 litres of water in here and a cap full of the pink fluid prior to use. And in the bottom you'll find your toilet waste cassette, which you release by pulling up the orange handle and pulling the cassette towards you. The neck here turns out so you can tip the waste away. The grey cap is a measure for your pink and your blue fluid. On the back of the cassette you've also got an orange pressure relief button, so when you're tipping the waste away it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. And you'll need to put 1 litre of water in that cassette and a cap full of the blue fluid. On either side at the rear of the caravan you'll find the wind down legs, and again they are just there for stabilising, not lifting the caravan. Coming down the door side you'll find a 3-pin socket with a direct aerial connection, so if you've got an aerial connection on the site that you're going to, you can connect it straight to the side of the caravan. And if you want to run power out to your awning, you can also do that with the grey socket on the side of the van. Underbed storage for the front of the caravan through the access panel, and then your barbecue gas point at the front, and you're the last of the wind down legs. Going inside the caravan hasn't been cleaned yet, so bear with us on that, just getting the video done so you can see how it all works. You'll find just inside the right hand side of the door your master control panel for the caravan. So you have your voltmeter at the top that tells you how much battery you have on board the car, or how much power you have left in the battery on board the van. Below that you've got your master power switch for power on and off. You've got your water pump run, which I'll come back to in a moment. Then you have your internal lights and your awning light for the outside of the caravan. The first thing you're going to need to do when you come into the caravan is make sure the power's turned on the control panel, and then open all the taps up on the hot side of the water system. Now you'll notice I've actually already filled the water system up, but we're going to fill the water system up. So like I said, all the taps open on the hot side of the system. Same as in the bathroom and the shower. You'll then come underneath the seat on the front right hand side of the caravan, and underneath here you'll actually find your drain down valve for the caravan. Now that yellow valve needs to be parallel with the floor for the water system to be filled up. If that valve is pointing upright towards the bottom of the seat, all of the water in the water system on board the van will drain onto the floor underneath. Once you have that valve parallel with the floor and you have all the taps open on the hot side of the water system, you can come back to the control panel by the door and turn the water pump on. Once the water system is filled up, I'll take you from the start of the process. To start, when you turn the water on, the water system will actually spit and splatter slightly. What that's actually doing is getting the air out of the system. Once the system is completely full, you'll have water running out of every tap on board the caravan continuously, as you can see here. At that point you can turn all of the taps back off and you'll be able to start thinking about warming the water on board the caravan. So on the control panel on the far side of the caravan, bottom left hand corner you have your power switch for the all-D heating and hot water control panel. Menu button on the right hand side will take you into the options. So on the home screen you'll notice that it's got an icon in the top left hand corner letting us know it's got the heating pump running, which means the heating system is warming up. On the top right hand side it will indicate to you that you've got mains power coming into the caravan, and then below that is telling us the current room temperature of the caravan, so the internal temperature. As you can see, that is indicated by the thermometer inside the building. If we press menu we can go into the options for the caravan. So you've got minus or plus on your top row for your heating system, so you've got plus, like I said, to warm the caravan up, and minus to cool the caravan down. Below that you have your water temperature, so you've got water on when this bar is halfway up, and water boost when the water system is boosting for showering on board the van, so water on and water boost. Below that you have the option of running how much mains power you have coming into the caravan. So on some caravan sites you'll have up to 3 kilowatts available. Here on site we can use a maximum of 1 kilowatt, so let me just turn that on so you can see that working. So 1, 2 or 3 kilowatts, but like I said the maximum here on site is 1 kilowatt. And what that means is how much power the heating and hot water system is going to use from the power from on the site. Bottom left hand corner you have the option to run gas. So if the gas bottle's turned on in the locker outside, you can come inside the van, hit the gas option, and the gas system will self-ignite for the heating and hot water. You can use it as a combination if you've got low power available, like the 1 kilowatt. You can actually use the gas as well to heat the caravan quicker and to warm the water. If it fails to ignite on gas, it will actually come up with gas fail on the bottom of the screen down here with 2 exclamation marks either end. So in the bottom right hand side of this control panel you'll notice there's some advanced settings, and for these we do advise you read the manual that comes with the caravan. The battery box for the caravan is just underneath that panel on the floor down there, so that is where your 12 volt leisure battery is. Hob, grill and oven all work very much the same as your household appliance. The only difference being is if you're not connected to mains power you will have no electric ring on the oven, so it'll only be gas operated. The same with the microwave. If you've got no mains power coming to the caravan there will be no 240 volts coming to the van to operate the microwave. Something to note with this particular microwave is it's an eco microwave, so to get it to turn on you need to hit the eco button and it will wake up, as you can see. Next we're going to the fridge. Now the fridge is very simple to use. You've got 3 options to run in the fridge. You've got 240 volts from the mains power on the site you're on. 12 volt from the car you are towing with, so when you're towing down the road you can actually use the fridge as a cool box by selecting the 12 volt mode. And then you've got the option to run gas at the bottom. 240 mode, you just put it onto the 240 plug symbol and you'll be able to control the temperature on the dial on the right hand side. 12 volt mode, like I said, you need to be connected to the car. You'd have the control panel turned off by just inside the door, and then the fridge will work as a cool box. To get the fridge to operate on gas, you'll put the valve to the bottom here, point towards the gas symbol. You'll press in the temperature control and hit the igniter on the right hand side. Once the fridge is ignited on gas, it'll actually bring this orange line round into the green on the right hand green here. And what that essentially means is that the fridge is ignited and working on gas. Turn the fridge back off the gas, you'll spin the dial round to the top and that will isolate the gas supplied to the fridge itself. If it fails to ignite, this little orange line will stay in the white, but like I said, when it is in the green it means the fridge has completely ignited. Again, on gas you control the temperature on the valve on the right hand side. Going into the toilet now, into the bathroom now, and the last thing we go through on the caravan is the toilet. One piece to note, the radiators in the caravan do hold their heat for a long time after use, and they do get very hot while in use. On top of the toilet, you'll have a full indicator light to let you know when the toilet waste cassette is completely full, and that will illuminate red when that waste cassette is full. You have the electric flush with the toilet system, so you press the blue button in to flush the toilet. The toilet seat itself turns for your convenience. However, when you're removing the toilet cassette from underneath the van, the toilet seat needs to be in the straight position across the van. If it is turned at all, it will actually lock the toilet waste cassette in place, so the toilet cannot be used while the toilet waste cassette. So the toilet can't be used if the toilet waste cassette isn't in place. The grey waste handle here needs to be open for the waste to go into the cassette underneath the van, and when you are removing the cassette again, this grey handle needs to be back in the central position. So that is the Bailey Unicorn Madrid. If you have any further questions on the caravan, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'd be more than happy to help. We appreciate the business, and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon when you collect your caravan. Thank you for now. Bye bye.